Welcome back, Dungeoneers. It's Sunday afternoon, and that can only mean one thing. It's time to play Dungeons and Dragons. You're watching Dice and Dungeons, and I'm here at the table with...
I'm David Wong. I play Nine's the Corny Bard.
Mm-hmm. I'm Cornea Ansul, Gobbling Druid, played by Nicole Bates.
The Corn Bates?
The Corn Bates.
I'm Greg. I'm playing ulseth Ralph, the Furbog Fighter. I have no corn puns.
You should get some corn puns.
I should have a cornucopia of puns, but
And if
no.
you want to get corn puns, where better than Iowa? And the best place in Iowa is Geekified, our sponsor. Geekified's a tabletop gaming store out of Vinton, Iowa. I know you have to do your introduction still. It just couldn't pass
it's easy
it
to
up.
find because it's the only building that's not made of corn.
May or may not be true.
There might be corn in there, but it's not made of corn.
Geekified is a tabletop gaming store out of Vinton, Iowa. They have a variety of fun and exciting things you can buy there, like magic cards. I don't think they actually sell corn there, but check it out. Check out their Facebook page. Thanks, Geekified.
Well, you've had a lot of time to come up with good corn puns now.
I think you might have just started a fight between two different states. Because you said there's no better place to get corn than Iowa. I think Nebraska might have some beef with that.
What even is a Nebraska?
That just sounds like a name you make up when you're forced to make up a name.
Yeah, that's
immediately.
like...
Nebraska.
That's like when someone walks into a tavern in a D&D game and goes, "What's the tavern keep's name?" And you're like, Nebraska.
Nebraska Thorncaster.
Maybe.
You know, it's actually not a bad name for a random NPC. Just, this is Nebraska, like, Forsyth or something like that. Like,
see?
that, it kind of
It
works.
sounds made up.
Yeah.
Fair.
So what isn't made up?
Is our Patreon at
That's exactly
patreon.com/Dice and Dungeons. It's the best way to support the show. There's a variety of reward tiers that you can sign up for. There's things like DM notes, behind the scenes videos, improv warm-ups, all sorts of things like that. Check it out at patreon.com/Dice and Dungeons.
Can we include like a printout of like corn puns?
Can you do your introduction now?
Yeah, who are you?
I'm Maisie Maze, and Dungeoneers, let's roll. Last week on Dice and Dungeons, our three heroes continued to prepare, not explore, for their dangerous foe, Drovan. Ulseth explored his own motivations for his journey. Soria began to learn even more about the Orat Malls from knowledge her family has gained in their studies here in the capital. And Nines? Well, Nines cares a lot about corn, I'm finding out, which is who we rejoin now. Inside a history of corn ride at Maisie Maze's amazing cornporium.
I have to get into my seat that is going around a track, but the seats are facing forward, so I'm like craning my neck.
Yeah, to remind everyone, the ride is a dark ride. If you're unfamiliar with that term, it just means it's a ride that's all inside and it's dark. So there's like scenes and effects in it.
Yeah.
And the ride is designed inside of a ginormous, like 120-foot tall, ear of corn that's built standing up, so it's just an ear of corn. And then the ride is spiraling up the ear, and you are in a two-person cart. You're facing, the cart faces forward, but all of the things that are being displayed are to your right. So, because, presumably if they designed it where, like, the track was in the center, the spiral would just be too tight and you'd just throw up. So you're
Yes,
on the
I've
outside.
played Roller Coaster Tycoon,
Yeah,
and my,
see? You
my
got it.
clients hated me.
Yeah.
Mostly because I jacked the price of umbrellas when it started raining.
But as Nines pointed out, they could have just made the cars face toward the center where the stuff was.
Yes, but they didn't.
So there.
It's been sitting there for the last week now, as they dislodge a cob from the track, and he's just been listening to the same loop section about how early civilizations began by trading corn.
No,
You
no.
could say corn was the first great peacemaker, and that's just repeated ad nauseum for the last week.
Yeah,
It hasn't been a real week.
they realized that was torture, so they switched it to it's a corn world after all.
That's on the way out.
Yeah, it's on the way down. That's where the ride really gets stuck.
Okay, so where was I? 10,000 BC before corn?
I think we'd actually gotten to 1 a.m.
Yes, after Maze.
after Maze.
Yes.
And I went back, I listened to it, and I'm pretty sure we were at 1 a.m., which is the first year after the invention of Maze. And it is an old type of corn that is very different than what we have today.
Some people call it a cucumber.
It was much
Kerneled cucumber.
it wasn't nearly as soft or nice with its mouth feel. It was a lot harsher, and they used it mostly for crushing up and like turning into flatbreads. That's mostly what they used it for. It was still too hard of a substance to make it into the sort of soft sweet corn that we're familiar with. And that is the first corn, the first maize. And that's where we resume the ride.
Who discovered, or do we realize that no one? We don't know.
We don't know. Again, we raised that last session. We don't know who invented the first ear of corn, but they assume it's likely
Wizard.
a bunch of people all kind of working generally towards the same thing
Like a consortium.
until we arrive at this at multiple
was pretty good
points
ignoring you.
around the
Yeah.
globe.
Here,
Maybe there was just one guy. They're like, "What's this thing?" He's like, "Hey, check this out. Bloop. But you can eat it now. You can't eat corn. Like, try it, bro." I assume that's how old timey wizards are.
like Tristan.
He's an
Old-timey
old
wizards,
soul.
Yeah, why not? So that's where you are. You are on the ride.
How far up along the ride are
You
we?
can't tell it's dark.
Just
Yeah,
That's
started.
true, you can't.
I assume it goes between different levels, otherwise, or is it all just like suspended?
It's one single spiral.
Yeah,
You're
it's
spiraling
up.
inside the inside of the...
Yeah, but they can have floors.
No, just a single spiral.
It's like,
Yeah, if you looked down, you would be really, really afraid.
no, because it's dark.
Yeah. yeah. They can't
Oh wait, I have dark vision.
Doesn't work here.
Are you yeah.
I just see gray. It's just gray all the way down. And that's how my life is most of the time. Anyway, it's now 2 a.m.
Well, we jump forward several hundred years
Whoa.
Wow.
until a system of corn trading has evolved in the world, where now many people trade different types of corn or maize that they have bred. So they have created these different lineages of the same base plant, and now they trade these corn commodities around with each other.
Does the voiceover, the narration, that's sort of scratchy and old because they've been using the same cassette for the last 60 years?
Yeah, sure, they use cassettes.
It's an
Absolutely.
8-track.
Does it say something like, you could think of corn as the first cornancy, and sound really pleased with itself?
I feel like that works better on a sign somewhere.
Oh,
And
then they
when you
would
go past
definitely
it, it
say
says "Please laugh" right after it.
There's definitely a sign that says like the first cornancy, and then every time an employee walks by, they're just like,
Oh,
That's how I'm getting paid.
they do a little like smirk, shake their head, like, oh, you're funny.
That's my favorite sign.
That's
My favorite sign in the whole park.
And that's
there's a lot of
why they
signs.
do that, because there's this video camera, this thing that
Watch
a
it.
magic a
scrying
wizard
orb.
as
Yeah,
part
it's
of
a
the
scrying
wizard, a
orb.
scrying orb above it. And if you walk by and don't do that,
Well, then you get into trouble.
you get written up.
you get written up.
That is the security room just a bunch of wizards casting scry throughout the park?
I mean, as soon as Greg said, there's a security camera, I'm like, there's a whole bunch of wizards just casting scry,
In a
looking
room.
at
All over the
just
place,
looking
yeah.
at stuff, like, all over the park. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's like
That would
there's
happen.
corn here, there's corn
Hey.
here. You're supposed to look for crime. Oh,
Oh,
I heard
crime!
corn.
I heard corn. Yeah,
Well, that is an
a
understandable
cornal, a
mistake.
cornal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then,
Security must get expensive because you have to have like a mirror worth 1,000 gold to cast scry.
Well, yeah, it is pricey.
well,
and you have to
yeah.
keep employing the
but
wizards.
look at how many people are visiting.
They can
and how much they
centralize
paid to
this,
get
though,
in.
right?
I don't think the mirror is consumed when you cast it, though.
no.
Yeah.
Do they have
Depends on
just
the wizard.
like a big mirror and each wizard has like a quadrant of it? They have like
Yeah.
a mirror worth 10,000 gold and it's like they have like 10 scenes at once
Yeah.
projected on the mirror, and then there's just some guy in like a uniform like sitting asleep in front of it.
Yeah, the wizards, they just cast it. They're now watching it. They have different people to watch it.
They just have to recast it every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And since it's a level 4 or 5 spell, they have only they can only do like 30 minutes a day. And so there's a lot of wizards employed.
No, they cut back. So
Powerful
just
wizards, too.
Yeah.
they cut back on that. There's just a sign that says, "Please don't commit crimes between these times."
They're spending so much money on this security when
So-
they could just hire some like crummy bouncers from like local bars
And then there's probably
to
the
just like
is there a
stand
sign up there
around.
that says, like a hotel, like a motel sign, "We're watching you," but then the knot comes on every now and then.
yeah, since you want to tell people when security's not working.
Yeah, that's only fair.
Wait, does that mean like there's some wizard like selling those fake scrying scrolls? Like they sell fake cameras,
Oh yeah, they could just be buying a ton of scrolls of scribe.
just putting them up.
How's the corn? The corn.
No, we're trying to figure out the
Dry
security
drawing.
because we're gonna case. I'm casing the joint right now.
You're like, I need that mannequin.
I don't know what to do with this. So,
Yeah, how's your neck feeling?
so you learn, around like 200 a.m. They
I
have
never want to wake up that early.
they have created their own like corn commodities trading, and different corns serve different purposes. And although it's not the only food in the world, it is certainly, as this ride presents it, the main food of the world.
I mean, where I look, it says "Brought to you by the Corn Lobby."
Well, it's just
There's
brought
no
to you,
bias in
brought to
this.
you by corn. That's Is it just brought to you by corn?
And it's a mirror. It just says the picture, so you see yourself, and it says "brought to you by corn" underneath, basically saying you have yourself. You have to thank corn for your life.
By the end of this,
This is a very dystopian place.
It is,
Apparently. I've been trying to make it
So
sort of fun and jolly, but
you know, then it just
It's a whole amusement park based around a single industry.
it was based around a single crop.
Crop. Yeah, that's true.
It wasn't even an industry, it's just a crop. So, yeah, you know, again, you're around the year 200 AM. You're learning about the commodities tradings.
What's the best fact I learned about this time period?
None.
Like, is there a color of corn that's worth more than any other color of corn?
They don't really get into it. It's just the line. Somewhere around the year 200 AM, many cultures and civilizations began trading corn with each other as the first commodities.
and then
Is there someone
That's
doing?
it. It's just that's all it is.
Do I see anyone doing like corn's futures, like trying to get ahead of the game?
That's for
Like,
the great corn crash.
Like
that
in,
Shorting-
happened.
like in the
shorting corn.
diorama scene that you like, is there someone who's over there just like with like an abacus, just like
Oh, these corn futures are gonna go crazy.
Was there a corn?
rapidly doing math?
Is he gonna learn about like when there was a corn craze and all the wealthy merchants wanted to buy specific varieties of corn and the price got hyperinflated?
Well, we have to get there.
Oh, okay.
We gotta find
Sorry.
out. It
This is
jumps.
very early days of
Yeah, it jumps
corn
forward.
trading.
Merce.
Yeah, corn. Yeah,
corn.
It
corn
jumps forward.
sounds. corn.
corn merce sounds really. That's just
Corn merce.
Yeah, it's corn. It's like commerce, but it's corn.
It's corn merce.
The worst part is, like, I
Trading-
can tell that all these words are spelled correctly. They just like scrubbed
say
out
it.
part of the M in all of these.
Yeah, the M turned into an RN. It's almost the same, depending on your handwriting. Like on mine, they all look. It looks like
So get to the next diorama.
we jump.
Finally leaving the year
200.
200 AM, you move to the year 673 AM.
Oh, that's quite a leap.
Specific.
It's specific. So you
Something
know,
major happened. Something
major
happened.
Yeah. Where the wizard Cornelius Frump, that's the name, Cornelius Frump, creates the first edible corn. All you need to do, 'cause it basically is no processing required. You can just take it off the stalk, cook and eat. It is the first type of corn that seems familiar to the type of corn that we have today. It has, yes.
Will there be a diorama like the burning of the Library of Alexandria where there's just popcorn flying out?
Yeah, the first
from the-
self-heating corn like really went wrong.
I would love to get through the rest
Oh,
of these
sorry.
dioramas, but,
I just really wanted to know.
But, you know, we've been going kind of slow.
Well, yeah, because the ride is ancient.
Yeah, it's
It keeps
creaking along.
breaking down. I can't put my hands out without them stopping the ride and saying, "No! Hands in the husk!"
So,
So over with Soria.
Cornelia. Oh, okay. Well,
Crap, my ride broke down again.
Over with Soria.
I have to do something.
And so you just take your hand and peel the husk back, and then you've got one giant kernel of corn in there. That's. Have you ever had this kind of corn?
Corn too? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you have corn. You'd have corn too, huh?
Yeah.
Oh. I don't think it's quite as flavorful as corn one, but it is a very convenient form factor.
Less waste.
Because
too.
it's just one big kernel.
Yeah, there's no cob either.
Holwyn apparently tagged along and is looking at the kernel like,
I thought the kernel was the shape of the cob still.
oh, I had imagined it where the kernel was still the shape of
A
a kernel,
but big.
but it grew on one cob.
I
So
had
it looks
pic-
more like a tumor or something.
I had
on there.
pictured instead of a cob, it was just one solid kernel in the shape of a cob still. So you could go like.
Oh, well, we have a debate going on
Well,
here
that
now.
would be
We're gonna-
much more
what
convenient.
What will be canon?
Whatever the DM says.
Rock,
Okay.
paper, scissors, one.
No, I'm going to leave this up to people.
Oh.
So, if you actually listen to this at any point,
And you
whether
made
you
it this
ear
far.
watch it or I listen, that's up to you. But I invite you to send us a message on one of our social media platforms. I would recommend the best way to reach us is just leave a comment on YouTube, and we will then see your comment on youtube.com, and then we will know, and whatever version gets the most comments will win. And if I see the three of you commenting, I'm going to disqualify it.
Are we calling this a corn test?
Yes. This is a corn test? That's what it is.
So you said we were switching to me, but then immediately just kept going.
We know what the
corn.
people want.
I switched to you because you had gone off with your family. I needed a segue, so I said, and then, you've had corn too. Then I was going to dive into it,
Yeah,
but you
okay.
wanted to make it, more. So, I don't find it quite as flavorful as corn 1, but it is very convenient.
Who am I talking?
Your dad.
Oh, okay.
He's got a lot of opinions about corn, as you found out.
I thought, when did you care this much about corn?
Oh, last week.
When do you mean? No, when did I care this much about corn?
Well, we didn't really have swamp corn.
Well, yeah, I know. But then I moved here, and, I discovered corn.
Do they grow a lot of corn, like, up in Whitfield?
I have no idea where they grow it, but it is everywhere in this town all of a sudden.
Until we fixate on something else.
It's just everywhere.
So you were going to show me something with the Orient Mall?
Ah, yes. Yes.
This Ort Mole can turn anything into corn. We're working on corn 3.
So, how do you think the Orot Malls worked?
Well, I'd come around to sort of thinking that they changed the, basic nature of an object.
Okay. You are close with that, and they do, in many ways, do that, but how do they accomplish that?
I guess the same way we change ourselves.
Exactly. We can change ourselves because it is innate to us. Yes?
Yeah.
If you wish to look like him, you can. If you wish to look like her, you can. And you simply do it. What makes you want to do any of that?
What makes me want to?
Yes.
Oh, usually it's for something funny.
You have your own desires, your own will, correct?
I hope so.
We've thought that the Orot Malls respond to our will. We all come together and we all focus on the Orot Mall, on what we want to change, and we channel our energies together. And that's part of it. But there's more. The Orot Malls, they're almost a living entity themselves. They have their own desires. At least we think they do. They seem to have some sort of sentience. When you want to change something, you have to focus on it a great deal. But then sometimes it simply happens. And you hardly have to put any energy in at all. Haven't you ever noticed that?
I mean, yeah, I suppose so.
We think that that's partly because the Orat Mall wants it as much as we do. It is a way for us to channel our desires, but it can channel its own desire as well. What the...
Sorry, it's a little dusty in the workshop.
Oh, yes, that's quite all right. What exactly they want, I don't know. I imagine it's different from each of them. But we think that they have their own consciousness, if you will.
So, doesn't that raise a lot of moral issues?
Well, perhaps. We feel, at least for now, that what we have with them is... how best to describe it? That we have a relationship where we aren't making it do anything. We aren't forcing it to do anything. But it may not always want to do exactly what we want to do when we want to do it. Just like anybody else. Sometimes you don't feel like getting up early in the morning. Sometimes you just don't feel like making dinner. You may still do those things, even if you don't feel like it. Almost like helping someone with a task of theirs. I've heard others joke here since we've moved into the city that people don't like helping each other move. We just built a new home whenever we had someone else. So I'm unfamiliar with this, but have you encountered this sense of the people not wanting to help each other move?
No.
Like move from one home to another.
I've only moved into one home once ever.
Yes, that's why I find it so strange. I don't know why they continue to move.
Sometimes it's a pain when I have to move furniture I'm taking into my tent.
Well, yes. I know that feeling well. I just don't understand why these people are always moving. They talk about it a great deal. Anyway.
Have we tried just giving an Orat Mall a mouth?
We did.
He did not like that.
It didn't go well. So we undid it.
Oh. Can I see?
There's nothing to see anymore.
Well, can you do it again so I can see?
I do not want to do it again.
Oh, okay.
We can do it when we all get together again.
Just...
I'm a ball! I'm a ball!
If you gave it a mouth, you didn't give it, like, sentience. At least I hope not.
Not if
Do
it's
that.
already sentient.
Oh, God. Well, then taking his mouth away is probably worse.
Have we tried just sticking some googly eyes on him?
We thought that might be disrespectful.
Oh, because it's like a sacred object of our tribe.
Well, yes, and if it is another sentient being, we don't necessarily want to decorate it with our own decor.
Right. Just reach in my bag and pull the googly eyes off my arm.
Did you have googly eyes on your mall?
No.
The DM.
Why would you ask me that?
The DM is asking.
Obviously not. What are you talking about?
Okay.
Where would I even get googly eyes?
Probably me. I would have let your character have them.
Definitely not.
Fair. So, we've learned that you might be able to have more of a relationship with an Orat Mall than just working with one from time to time. There are stories from our history where the leaders of tribes and cities would become more proficient with an Orat Maul over time.
Well, that raises a weird question, though, because Jarella made this one.
Excuse me. Jarella made this one.
Yeah, the one I have. He told me he created it. Is this his baby?
It could be.
Should I get it a diaper?
Don't
You can
think that's
make it-
necessary, but
You can give it a diaper. You can make it part of it.
Well, you have to take it off. Go away, shoulder nines.
No!
Thank
Getting
you.
rid of
You're not there either.
shoulder ulseth is
Shoulder
watching.
off the chased off
Chased off
nines.
nines.
You who are nines, we have to go to our own side stories now.
What is that?
Oh, wait.
So Jarella said he made. Jarella said he created this Orat Maul.
Maybe it is something akin to offspring then.
I'll have to just ask him about it next time I see him.
See him.
Oh, well, he went in some sort. He was in like some sort of temporal thing. He was like jaunted into the future for a few minutes to talk to me.
You never ceased to amaze me. I have no idea how you have spent your whole life going on ever crazier adventures.
Yeah, I have to go to a time cave soon.
A time cave? What is a time cave?
It's a cave where time might work or not work, depending on... It's basically... There's a temple to a time god in it, maybe. No one's ever come out of it alive. Or dead.
This doesn't sound particularly...
Which is why I've been working on the Orat Maul, changing temporal natures of things to try and add an extra layer of protection. But I also have stuff like this Fey protection.
Well, I can only say be careful. Look,
So should I just like talk to my Orat Maul more often?
I don't think it would hurt. It maybe ask it to help. Maybe interact with it as though it wasn't a person. I can't say. We're only just learning this now, but I think the more that you try to understand it and what it wants, the more that it will want to help you. Let's say that they are some sort of offspring of ours. Wouldn't, if you were in their place, wouldn't you want to be understood? To feel seen, supported?
Well, I'll give that a shot.
We have learned a few things that we didn't know. And unlike this, it's not speculation.
Oh?
He takes you into another room, and you see some sketches on a blackboard. Clearly they're very technical. Ulseth. When we left off with your story, you had exerted yourself a great deal. Would you care to remind people what you were trying to do?
Well, Ilntaro was working very carefully and deliberately to repair the armor of Rimarden. And what Ulseth was doing was attempting to bring back his very painful memories of his life in this village before everybody disappeared, and all of the wonderful cooperative kinds of things that were going on there, and imbuing all of those memories and energy into the armor, because Ilntaro said that in order to make it work, the magic has to come from either the smith or someone else. He said they said they didn't have it. And so that's what Ulseth was doing, was focusing on all of these memories, and it was just very, very difficult and exhausting. And just as Ilntaro had completed the quench after repairing the crack in the armor, Ulseth thanked him for repairing the armor, but then passed out from exhaustion. And for all I know, Ilntaro did the same.
Okay.
So maybe we're getting a long rest.
You blearily blink your eyes.
At least I'm not trying to wink.
Can you wink? Out of curiosity?
I think so.
Yeah, that's a wink.
There.
Yeah.
Ulseth can't.
Ulseth can't.
No.
So, what does Ulseth do? Just
Blinking. Yeah, that.
okay. Good to know.
I feel like we have talked about winking before. So
We did.
Were you just doing it wrong the whole time?
Back to our... We're doing a story here.
Yes, and
Get out of here, shoulder nines.
Get out of here! Shoulder story is scares off shoulder knights.
So
Shoulder nine.
I had passed out. Ulseth does not know how much time has passed since that happened.
You come to, and the world is blurry at first. And then you move your head around and take in your surroundings, and you realize you're in your room. You're not in the forge with Ilntaro. The armor is not in your hand. The armor is off to the side. It looks almost as though you collapsed. You were working on it. And that's what sent you into this other place where you met him. You met Ilntaro, this person you've been trying to figure out for months now. But you have no idea where that was, or what it was. The armor's off to the side and just sitting on the floor. The hammer is in your hand. It feels different, though. It feels lighter than before. More familiar somehow. You've no idea whether anything you experienced was real or a dream. But that's where you are. You're in your room, sprawled out over and across your anvil, holding a hammer in your hand.
Well, I try to get up and make my way over to the armor to inspect it. What do I find?
The armor is just as you left it. It looks like whatever repair you'd been attempting. Because you may recall when you struck it last time. You struck it once and then found yourself with Ilntaro.
So the armor is still broken.
Yes, the armor is still broken. But your hammer feels a little different.
Well, Ulseth is baffled by this because he was sure that the armor had been repaired, saw it happen himself, imbued the armor with his memories to put the magic back into it. And is still pretty tired.
You are. Whatever exertion you committed to in whatever that was, it was truly exerting. And time has passed. Not maybe as long as you felt like in that other place. It's been a couple hours. But time definitely passed.
Yeah, what kind of clock do you have in your room?
The sun moving past the window. And so, I'm not talking to myself. Ulseth isn't going to talk to himself, but this is what is going through his mind. It's just feeling exhaustion and a sense of disappointment and failure, but also a sense of, knowing what might work because it just experienced it over a very long period of time with Ilntaro, but knows that the armor must be repaired in order to have a chance of surviving in what we hope is the Cave of Hysteria. And so I retrieve the armor and take up the hammer and attempt to recreate the same sensations and memories and projection of those memories back into the armor through the hammer. Okay. And Ilntaro's not there, but maybe I've learned from Ilntaro by assisting them during this whole process. I'm not entirely sure, but as I pick up the hammer, it feels like I know what I'm doing. And so, knowing that it must be done, a sense of this must be done to protect my friends. Okay? And this might be the only thing that will do that. This armor might be the only thing that will do that. I have to fix it for that purpose, which is also kind of what Ilntaro's, granddaughter suggested it's for. Or at least that's what the hammer is for. So taking up the hammer and the armor once again and focusing, as difficult as it is with all the strength I have left. Gats dun balim.
You raise the hammer above your head. It crashes down on the armor. It feels almost weightless in your hands. You move it with ease. You find yourself almost hammering instinctively. Ulseth is well aware he's never done work like this. He's not worked a forge. He's sharpened a blade. He's oiled his weapons, but making or repairing armor? No. Ulseth has not done this. Yet it feels familiar. It feels almost second nature. He knows how to meld these pieces of steel back together. He knows just how to apply the flux. He knows just how to create a bead that runs this length and give it a chance to be heat bonded together once more. He works for hours, and Ulseth sees himself working. It's a near out-of-body experience for him. After a while, you are too tired to work. You set the hammer down. You hold the armor up, put it on a rack, take a look. Indeed, it is beginning to be repaired. You still have a ways to go, and you cannot afford to let this armor fully cool. You must keep working. And so, you take a moment, you head downstairs. There's coffee.
Mm-hmm. Cold pizza.
There's cold pizza.
The self-heating oven isn't working.
Did you try flame on?
I mean, you didn't turn it on, but I mean, the pizza's cold. It's been in the fridge. You haven't tried the
Just
oven
do the
yet.
frying
What's
pan
a
trick.
fridge?
It's like a backwards oven.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I take out my flaming longsword and go flame on.
When you say flame on, the oven also turns on.
We really need more than one fire related or heat related saying.
The stoves also turn on.
The refrigerator turns off.
Turns off. The microwave turns on. And the
The
candy
microwave.
wizard.
What is all this stuff?
And the candy wizard starts panic running around in a circle.
I was gonna
on
say
fire.
like the candy wizard just bursts into flames.
Oh, no, the candy wizard drops some cinnamon gum.
Little red hots. Okay, I heat the pizza, drink some coffee, drink some more coffee.
Do you warm the coffee up too, or just?
Yeah, I warm the coffee up. Everything is flaming now. It's easy. It's really easy to heat things up. That's
Also,
not
just
a
sitting in the
problem.
middle of the kitchen. This
Sorry.
is fine.
Sorry, I programmed everything in the kitchen.
That's
How do
terrifying.
we turn this on? Flame on. How do we turn this on? Flame on.
Whenever. And I say flame off because I just don't want the house to go down.
Everything turns off.
Of course it does.
The
Yeah.
power goes out. The lights shut down.
Or the fervent check power.
Yeah, the whole kit and caboodle just shuts down.
It doesn't respond to flame on and off.
They could be magic lights.
They could be. Okay, so yeah, reheated pizza, lots of coffee. Are there sweets in the kitchen?
Sure.
There's a
And
candy
you have a
wizard.
candy wizard.
No, I don't want any of the candy.
It's been
bars.
spewing out cinnamon candy for a while.
So there's probably like cinnamon rolls in the.
Sure.
Yeah.
There's some cinnamon rolls.
I have about half a dozen of those. I'm really.
So when
Yeah.
knives isn't around, you're just the new knives.
Ulseth has really been exhausted and
Ulseth
lots
goes
of time has
downstairs. Couple slices of pizza.
passed. Couple pizzas.
So a couple pizzas.
Whatever is left, except for the ones with anchovies.
Ulseth goes downstairs, gets a plate, fills that with pizza, gets another plate, puts it on top of that pizza, puts more pizza on it, pops that in the microwave apparently.
No, the oven. I don't like it microwaved. It gets the crust all soggy and yuck. Yeah.
Okay, Ulseth pops that in the oven. While that's warming up in the oven, he goes
just-
over.
Houses. Six
Just I got
cinnamon rolls.
houses 6 cinnamon rolls. So just no plate. Just hand other hand rolls.
You know,
But then he realizes the error of mistake, sets one roll down, washes his hand off, gets his coffee mug, and now he's got roll and coffee while the pizza heats up. Corn.
Okay, so I put my crowbar back since I got the track, or they got my thing off of whatever it was stuck on while everything else was happening. All while that staff worker's yelling at me, like he's not getting help.
Keep your arms inside.
I'm stuck! I can't move! I want to see the rest of this!
Yeah, we're helping someone off the ride. Just wait. You're not actually stuck.
I want this ride to keep going!
Some say it's a form of cornancy.
I keep moving.
But by the year 1000 AM, corn had supplanted most other crops as the most important crop grown.
I look at the other crops. Do I recognize the crops that got replaced?
Well, yeah, and this is where you're starting to wonder how much of this is just propaganda. Because the other crops are like things that you regularly eat. There's like clearly a head of romaine lettuce. There's peas, broccoli.
Do the crop fields with those have like signs that just have like a skull and crossbones that say literal poison?
It's not quite that blunt. In this millennia, corn will rise up to its place of greatest prominence. And they have a little diorama with a little gold, like a golden, like kind of god ray coming down on it, like bit of corn going oh as it like rises up, and it's on a big loop. So as you pass, like you keep watching as you pass, it's timed so the next cart comes, and then a new piece of corn is going by on this little belt that has it rising up, and they get the same like oh as it goes by, and you're starting to get the sense that maybe this is just propaganda, but there's a little bit of history. You were fascinated by the old corn that you couldn't eat it.
Yeah, corn scene.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then you reach the apex of the corn cob, and it just goes on an elevator back. The track goes to an elevator, and then you just
so it just goes like, and all other vegetables are obsolete.
Yeah, it just stops and just
There's no like the future of corn, like okay.
And then you see there's another car like coming down right above you, and you move out. Now we bring you to the future of corn.
The gift shop.
In the future, no one is quite sure what it will be, but we'd like to think that cornancy will make its return. We anticipate a future where precious metals like platinum and silver are replaced with more desirable currencies like corn.
Corn too.
It's
Or the new invention, corn too.
or perhaps corn 2 or other corns like a possible corn 3.
Do they have like a model of what corn 3 looks like?
Yeah, corn 3 looks like it looks like corn just becomes a person. Like it's a corn bot.
Oh, a corn golem.
No, a corn bot.
Do they have in this future of corn section? Are there like guys in wizard robes, like corn wizards, like full like moons and stars on their robes and stuff, but they're holding like test tubes and like dripping?
Yeah, I'm kind of imagining
Yeah, of
you're
course.
just going
Okay.
through that scene in Jurassic Park, the first one.
Yeah.
where it seems like a reasonable lab, not like the ones in the sequels, which
Yeah.
is just like the most advanced lab that got destroyed by a Snickers wrapper.
But it's the same. It's that sort of lab, but all instead of lab coats, they're all in like scruffy wizard outfits with long beards.
But one of them does have an egg, and like it's hatching, and I'm like, what? And then like this corn pops out, like corn, corn.
Was that corn?
We made this by replacing the corn DNA with dinosaurs.
In the future, it may be possible that corn becomes a sentient entity all to its own, and then can propagate itself all across the land, so that farming it becomes even easier. And then that's
Wait a second! I have questions about this.
Gloss over that.
So, as you look forward to the future, remember, at one point in the ancient past, there was no corn at all. And be warned, that could happen again.
Then you
Oh, at least we didn't.
And then you like exit this. You come out to another sort of staging area. It's like the area where you got onto the ride, but now you're getting off, and there's no line. You just you're meant to just step off. The ride keeps moving. You just step right off, and it's a little abrupt. And the guys who are there helping guests off the cart, they just hold out their hand. You kind of take their hand, they like pull you up. You just walk off. It's a little sad, actually. It's an anticlimactic way to end this long ride where it's just like in the year 1000, done. Then future of corn, which raises some questions. Then end of ride, and now you are in the gift shop, and you are left with a few haunting thoughts. First,
What was that?
why am I here? Am I corn now?
Why did that influencer recommend this ride? Was it influencer paid by the corn lobby?
well, it did take an hour to ride it, and it was fairly relaxing.
And there was no line.
Except
was-
that you
there was
can't
no
move your
line.
head
Yeah,
now
it was
because
a
your
ride,
neck is all
And
cramped.
it was fairly relaxing, because you're just like, oh, okay. You're always slightly reclined as you go up this thing, so it just feels nice.
But since his head was like this the whole time, his shoulder sore is like, you need to brush your teeth.
Hey, I didn't invite you here. Yeah.
Ow! Wait for
I don't know
me
why they
to-
go up when you do that, but
So, that's the end of that ride. You are now in the gift shop of the ride. They have boxes of freeze-dried corn, too. They have, just outside the actual, exit from the gift shop, you see that they have a fresh corn 2 vendor, which has...
is fresh spelled right?
Yes, it is spelled right. Fresh corn, too. And the shape of it is currently indeterminate. It's just however you want to imagine it, that's how it currently is.
Could you pick up, a plushie of that weird corn dinosaur baby?
Do they have that? Because I know Zoria likes to pick up weird animals that she raises. So why not corn dinosaur baby? They sell real versions of it because
you know
the
what?
corn wizard's got a little too nuts.
You know what? You've yes-and this so much. Yeah, sure. There is a little corn dinosaur baby. It was just this background thing, and you suspect that this kind of became a cult because there's no name for it. There's just plushies of this thing. They're just sitting there's bins of them, and the kids aren't really into it.
But
the adults are really. The adults are all looking at them, and they're holding up one and the other, comparing them, seeing which one has the best stitching.
Did you get to these?
Oh my god, fellow adults out of my way! I grabbed the best one.
You do. You grab the best one.
From the hands of a guy who's holding it.
He wasn't going to use it right.
I don't want to know what that means.
I get that. Is there any other cool T-shirts?
It says, 1 a.m. the most important time. So it's like there's a play.
The Big Apple, 1 a.m.
There's a play on words.
No, the big corn one.
The big corn, 1 a.m.
The big kernel, 1 a.m.
Oh, I get that one.
There's that. There's one that just says Cornelius Frump is a hero.
That's just propaganda. Meanwhile, this weird dino corn is not propaganda. This is real.
I assume there's like pens in the shape of corn. And
Oh yeah, pretty much
little
every
magnets.
shop has like little.
Does
like
he have
corn
to look for
magnets.
9s in the keychain?
He goes looking, does not find 9s in the keychain.
Oh, it's the names.
Fine, I grab
But
one
there is-
Bort.
And then and then ulseth.
Yep. You grab an ulseth.
Ulseth Ralph.
Yeah, actually, do they have Ulseth and Ralph, so I have to buy two of them?
They definitely have Ralph, and I've already said they had ulseth. They do not have ulseth Ralph.
So I had to buy two of them for him.
Yeah, you have to buy 2.
Okay, so I buy 2 of those.
Unfortunately, their ulseth is capitalized. Because all of them are
You
capitalized.
can just file it down.
Yeah, I just file down the U's.
Exactly, because, you can just do that.
Yeah, I can just do that. I have the technology.
a
You
file.
have files.
Yeah, I have files.
How do you keep your nails so sharp?
Yeah. Files. So I do all that. How much does that cost? Or do I just steal it? I don't think the people who work here care that much.
4 silver.
You know what? This is surprisingly, reasonably priced amusement park.
You bought 2 keychains and a little plushie for 4 silver. That's like
This is a
$120.
This is a crazy affordable theme park.
It's $120 for a small plushie, a T-shirt, and 2 keychains.
I can't believe how price conscious this place is. So I'm thinking about that corn.
Yeah.
I saw the first edible corn, and that corn doesn't exist anymore, right? Like it's not in this world. There's new forms of corn. Because I don't know what current year it is in corn calendars. Because now I just assume, AM is not something the rest of the world uses.
No.
Even though I haven't seen a calendar since I started adventuring. I don't know.
You had never heard of AM. That is not
So-
a term that you'd ever heard of.
Yeah, so I have no idea how far in the past that was.
Not a clue.
I actually have less idea of how the history of corn works now than I did when I got on the ride.
Yeah.
But I think about that first piece of corn,
Okay.
and I pull out my knife because I didn't take that from me when I went to this children's amusement park. I told him it was a kitchen utensil.
Yes, this all checks out. Sure.
I'm like, 1 a.m. corn!
Doesn't come out.
1 a.m. corn! I'm doing this in the gift shop too, by the way.
It's too expensive.
I think of other corn I saw in there, because I saw a lot of different corn. And I try to make one of those old pieces of corn.
Only one of them comes out.
I think about the future corn.
Oh no.
Okay.
Is it edible? Is it?
I don't know. It is self-planting corn, man. I don't know.
I think about the corn 3. I think that's what they were going for.
Okay.
Corn 3.
We'll find out what comes out when we get back from break. We'll be right back. Enjoy the bathroom, probably. Welcome back, everyone. We have returned. When we left off, we were going to go to Soria.
Oh,
So,
I had to wait in line for the corn stuff.
when we left off, with your story, your dad was taking you into another room to show you some technical examples. He talked for a while.
it's just glazed up.
And the sort of theories about the origins of the Orat Mall and how it works and everything like that, it comes down to some simple things that you could take away. Be nice to your Aurat Maul. It seems to have a will of its own. They also feel that there are ways that the Aurat Mauls could alter the world more than what they've used. So they think that your idea of altering the temporal properties is possible, although they did caution, be very careful with that. Yeah. And the last thing that they learned is that more people helping with the Aurat Maul does make it better at producing whatever result you're looking for. But that comes as a consequence of everyone having a unified vision, not so much just pure quantity. In other words, if you have a lot of people that all have a vague idea, like you had 100 people and they have a vague idea, it's effective, but it's not more effective than like 4 people who have a very clear idea of what they are trying to do. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So that's what you get from this sort of rundown explanation as your dad explains what they've been learning here. You get to meet the woman who's actually heading up a lot of this research.
Oh, what's their name?
Nebraska.
Okay.
God damn.
Head. Fervent Research? Or what's their title?
Yeah, head of Fervent Research.
Nebraska, just any last name?
Don't say corn.
Nebraska Husk?
Yes.
No.
Nebraska ears.
No.
Oh, you don't want to go?
No.
Okay.
Leave the quarantine, quarantine. All of that into his story, please.
Her name is Nebraska, though.
Nebraska.
Darlene. I don't think she's gonna play a particularly large role.
Hi, Nebraska.
Maybe I'm wrong. She started talking to her.
You want to live with us now?
Do you want to come on this adventure and die?
Do you want to be our new best friend?
Do you want to replace Hilwin?
She's getting a lot of mixed signals here.
Especially
Luckily,
from-
we're not in
Just
the room.
ignore
Especially
my
we're not
two
there.
my shoulder ulseth and 9s that are chiming in.
Yeah, I kind of figured Soria was actually like somehow manifesting little shoulder characters.
All right. Bye, Nebraska. Thanks for the tea.
It's good tea. It's a little sweet.
Honey sweet or something else?
Something else.
Motor oil?
No. It's corn.
Throw it away. Just
Since that's the thing that I was gonna say you guys, but no, that's the thing that Nine's fixated on. But you two have been joining in plenty.
because there's nothing else to do.
You all could have joined me at the only corn-centric amusement
You
park,
cut
I
my
assume.
equal segment last week so that you could do more corn.
Everyone wants corn.
What do you mean your equal segment last week?
Oh, you were saying every 15 minutes you were doing swapping, but I just sort of we ran out of time at the end, so I didn't get an extra.
Well, yes, I try to keep
That's
this
why
to a
I'm-
consistent.
Yeah. So I'm saying I was cut for corn.
I didn't match
Worth it.
you.
Worth it.
I didn't Matt Damon you, okay?
All right, so Dole, do you want to keep looking around here, or you in the Elsyrian gang?
There seems to be a consensus among the Ilsiran folk that they're extremely interested in continuing to look around here.
Okay, so you want to head home? That's what I'm hearing. You want to keep playing with all the toys?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I'll see if I can procure a fervent-powered model train, since I assume they had some prototypes, small-scale prototypes.
Oh, so like yeah. They're making toys now.
I want like the prototype version for the full-size train. I assume that they made several smaller versions.
Nope.
No, they just went straight to big train.
Yep.
Can I get one of those?
Nope.
But my family built them. Maybe.
Well,
Technically, no, because we saw them in being unveiled while we were still bringing my family here.
Mm-hmm.
But I can claim that they built them.
they have contributed to their improving technology.
Well, I'm in a fervent university, and all I have is a shoulder ulseth. So I guess I'll just start, like, leaving prank things around.
Is there anything else? This is the DM asking. Is there anything else you'd like to do while your companions hang out here?
Well, I've talked to my family about, like, Rissa before. And I don't think they'll have learned anything else at this stage.
Well, if you'd like to inquire around that, you are at a university at the moment.
Okay. That's fair. But it's like a technical university. Not like an academic. Like, it's like it's an engineering school. They're probably not going to have, like, ancient maps and stuff, right? Maybe.
Lots of stuff winds up at universities.
Oh. Like,
That, just speaking factually, there's a lot of weird things that get donated to university collections because people are like, this is unique and kind of like there's nothing else like it. But I don't have the space to hang on to it. Can you take it? And universities will go, sure.
Hey, Nebraska?
Yes.
Was that your voice?
Yes.
Okay. Can I look at your archives? Just root around them?
So long as you have someone to accompany you and help ensure the protection of the documents.
Yeah, I have shoulder nines.
You don't think shoulder nines is quite adequate, but well, one of the archival assistants, I'm sure, would be happy to help you.
Oh,
I can
great, yeah,
send word that you're going down there.
For
What do
sure.
you mean I'm not good at all this? Bullshit.
Go away. They just raise up off screen. Yeah, that would be great.
Yes, well, just head down the stairs into the basement level. And feel free to help yourself throughout our archives.
Oh, great. Do you have all sorts of weird crap down there?
I honestly can't say what all is down there at this point. There's many things that have been added to our collection over the years. Not all of them fit immediately into our exhibits or current research. So we archive it and hold on to it until we may have a use for it or a place to display it.
Great. That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Of course.
I ran downstairs.
You get down to the archive reception area.
I trip a little on the way down, though.
Well,
You have to roll a stair check.
No, I just chose to fail it.
do you hurt yourself at all?
No.
Okay, so you just look a little silly.
Yeah.
You just you catch yourself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was like the last 3 steps.
So the archival assistant sees you doing this.
Oh, yeah. I catch myself with my staff.
Oh, well, it's smooth.
Yeah.
Got yourself right at the end. Just.
I mean, not really. I swing around it and into the wall at the bottom.
Is Soria okay?
Yeah, she's fine. I'm just adding flavor.
Would you like some cumin? Or
To wash out that corn tea from my mouth? Sure.
some tarragon?
Yeah, would you like some more corn, actually? Shoulder Nines just keeps pulling corn out of his pocket.
Go away.
I'm putting it in your ear! An ear of ear corn!
So, is there a door to the archive?
It's so you get down the stairs.
Yeah.
And the stairs empty into just it's a room, and it's labeled archives, and you can see that there's many storage facilities beyond it, but there's just a room with a door. So it's if you ever lived in an apartment, have like a storage area where there's a little bit, sometimes it's just like chicken wire or something that goes up between little stalls of storage units. There's that kind of wall, and I'm using the term wall loosely, to just make a little bay that the assistant sits at a desk with a little clipboard for checking in. Yeah.
Hi, I was told I could go through your stuff. As long as you watch me do it.
Get their name first. It's rude otherwise.
Okay, they haven't answered the door yet.
If this person's named Nebraska too, I'm gonna be so upset.
Arizona.
Arizona's a real name.
Name.
Soria Ansul, Changeling Druid.
I have you on the list, but I need to see 2 forms of identification.
One. Is the face count as identification?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's 1. Can I do like a voice ID?
Sure.
This is me.
Looks good. Come on.
Do they actually work here?
Yeah, they've got a little badge.
Where do you get
That
those
doesn't
badges?
mean anything.
Can
I have a high-res vest. It doesn't mean I have a job.
Can I have one of those badges?
That's a great way to make people think you do, though.
Yeah.
Just ask the Louvre.
Yeah, get that. Get a badge, hard hat,
Clipboard.
clipboard of document. And a bad attitude.
Clipboard's important.
Yeah, you can hit people with it.
You do those things, pretty much get in anywhere.
So, all right. Do you have like a reference card system, or do you just is it all just sort of spread out randomly?
No, there's a big catalog. Actually, most of this room you're looking at is the catalog.
Okay, so I have a few things I'd like to look up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything related to what's the Festinian?
Are you talking to like
Hysteria?
Fisteria. I was talking to Shoulder also.
that's with the shoulder that 9 sits on. We're not sharing a shoulder.
No, you moved over here.
No, I didn't. I know what shoulder
I
I'm
put
on.
cheese over there.
You did not.
I didn't. I'd like to look for things related to Fisteria or Fisteria's temple.
Let's go over to the F's.
We could be doing corn right now, just so you know.
Fisteria.
You could just
Do
do
you
that
take random donations too, by the way?
It depends on how random it is.
Okay. Because I'll look through my bag later.
Mm-hmm. Fisteria. That's gonna be aisle 600, shelf D. Right. Okay. The assistant, she walks over. And you see for the first time, there's a control panel looking thing. It's got large numbers and letters. You can see you're punching in where she just read off. She then pulls a lever on the side of this control panel. And there's a bright flash. And then you're definitely in a different spot.
Is this magic or fervent?
A bit of both. Oh. So, here we are. Here's our documents on Fisteria. What are you looking for?
Anything about Fisteria's temple?
Fisteria's temple. Okay. Well, don't have a whole lot, but we do have something.
Oh.
This is a journal written by it looks like Nanande Koala. Nanande Koala. Yeah. Haven't seen her before. Okay. She has a journal entry. Yeah, this is was donated from, looks like, graduate of the university. And looks like she was a family member of the graduate. Looks to be his great-grandmother. Journal date has unfortunately been smudged, but it looks like it was probably written about 120 years ago. It reads, I have long been searching for the residence of Fisteria, and I think I may have finally found it. Have these years of pain and toil finally paid off? I'll know soon, I hope. though the dangers of forging ahead are not lost to me, I feel the need to continue, regardless of the risk to my own mortal coil. Still, dramatics aside, this is the only way that I can hope to bring back my Dado. This may be my last entry. I shall leave my journal to be found, this location, and forge on ahead without it. Should I return, I will recover my journal. It's the end of the entry.
Oh, didn't say like where or anything like that.
Well, there are some coordinates. Longitude and latitude.
I don't know what those are, but tell them to me.
It gives you the coordinates. That would place it fairly far north into the Fervent Wilds. Not many people go there, that's for sure.
I'm from there.
Oh, you are? You're from Fervent Wilds?
Mm-hmm.
Which parts?
The northern, western, swampy parts.
Not many people live there.
I don't live there anymore, because I'm here now.
Oh, then even fewer people live there, don't there?
Is there anything else about Fisteria in here? Like a sending stone that I can just talk to them through? Something convenient like that.
I'm not seeing anything, but there is one other piece in here.
Oh.
It's a rock.
Gimme. I'll trade you for it.
I can lend it to you.
Okay.
You'll have to check it out. And
I'll check it out once you give it to me.
and then return it.
Sure.
This is the problem I have with most people who come to my archives is they don't return the items that we
I'll
lend.
return it. Give me the rock.
There you go.
Oh, it's smaller than I thought.
It is a small rock, yes.
Hey, it's a me-sized rock.
It can fit inside the palm of your hand. Are you licking it?
Yeah.
How
Okay.
big is it compared to shoulder knives?
It doesn't really taste of much of anything.
Tastes like a rock.
That's because it's a rock.
What is it? Was it a special rock?
Well, this rock was found near her journal. The interesting thing about this rock is that we don't know where it comes from.
Like, not from the ground.
Presumably from the ground, yes. But this rock is older than this plane is.
Oh.
Nor does it conform to any other plane of existence. It comes from this plane, but it is not from this place.
I'll look at it again.
Okay.
Does it taste?
Nothing really changes.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to look for?
Yeah. Do you have anything about cities in the far, far, far north of the Fervent Wilds?
Are you talking about Anrissa?
Yes.
Yes, there's been a great deal of interest in Anrissa. I've started to set up
From
an
who?
exhibit. Yeah, it's your clan.
Oh, okay.
They've been researching it since they arrived. I've started to actually set up a more permanent exhibit. I thought it might be receiving more interest.
Yeah. Can I see the exhibit?
It's still being designed. It's very early.
Oh, okay.
So let me take you over there, and I can show you what we do have, and you can start looking through it. Happy to lend you anything you want to look at. And you walk over to this area, and ulseth, you are now fed. You've eaten your 6 cinnamon rolls, 2 pizzas, and anything else?
A lot of coffee.
A lot of coffee. Like, whole pot?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe more?
I don't know. Depends on if there was another pot there.
Well, there
There's
was about half a pot that was brewed
How,
and like still available. So maybe you made a second pot.
Maybe I did a pot and a half then.
Yeah, pot and a half.
Yeah.
do we have like a normal coffee maker, or do we have like you work in a diner or a large corporate office and you need gallons of coffee brewed at a time?
Well, you have a large coffee brewer for a home.
Like 14 cups or more?
It's like a 20 cup.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yeah.
I stop at the restroom.
Is the candy wizard there?
The candy wizard doesn't need the restroom.
I know it doesn't need it. That's not what I said.
Hangs out.
I
there.
get the nine shoulder
the candy
off my
wizard
shoulder.
is nearby.
Shoulder 9's gone.
No. Oh, sorry.
And then go back to the anvil, pick up the hammer. Okay. And this time, I'll describe what ulseth is thinking. After having spent hours in making some repairs to the armor, I'd think back, and ulseth tries to remember those things that seemed to work and those that didn't. So, for example, tries to remember the memories and feelings that seem to be associated with making progress on the repairs, as opposed to maybe those that didn't make as much progress. And how the hammer was used during those times, and trying to narrow it down to the combination of memories and feelings and thoughts, and the use of the hammer, the combination of things that seemed to have made the most progress in making repairs.
Okay.
So reflecting back on those over the last, the things that had happened over the last several hours, and narrowing it down to that combination of effect.
Okay.
And then goes back to work using those combinations that seem to be most effective. Doing, Got's Dun Balim with great confidence.
You pick up your hammer once more. You grab a pair of tongs and the armor, and you begin treating it. Putting your newfound energy and continuing with your strategy, your impassioned strategy. 9s. You are...
I got another 8 minutes.
I want to end with you.
Since we're transitioning, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
The stool I stole from Dole's Casino in the alternate timeline, is it in my bag still?
No.
Dang.
That timeline never happened.
Well, I don't know. I wanted to know if it came with me, though, because...
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
And I was giving you the rationale of why you don't have it.
Okay.
But yes, Seth, I'm jumping because I want to come back to you. Because it's more dramatic and will be better storytelling.
But you just gave it away to the audience.
Yeah, I know.
That's what makes it fun.
That's what makes it more fun, because I'm tipping my hat and
You don't
like
have a
breaking
hat.
the fourth
You don't
wall.
have a hat.
Anyway, Nice is shouting, Corn 3! Corn 3!
Oh, nice.
It's not a hat.
Close enough.
It's
I
not.
tipped
It's
it.
on her head. What do you call things that are on people's heads?
Fine. Here.
There's an actual hat.
Actual hat.
Actual hat.
Tip it.
Tip it. Thank you.
Okay. 9.
I'm shouting Corn 3, trying to get future corn out of my...
It won't come out. Nothing comes out. You produce just corn. Current corn.
I don't like this.
Not even corn 2, just corn.
What if I go back in time? How am I supposed to make the food I like? I shout at the person who's next to me.
Some guy
Just-
sweeping corn off the ground.
Just one of the park maintenance guys. He's got a broom, got one of the dustbins, just kind of working.
So he's just walked by. He's like, ooh.
Pile of corn happened again.
Every day I come here, corn just falls on the ground. Just sweep up the corn. Luckily, it rolls.
Yeah, that's what's going on.
Well, now I'm paranoid. I have this magic knife. They used to make every food I can imagine. Then I found out there's food that I couldn't imagine before because I didn't know about it. And it's gone and I can't make it.
That's what it is.
What are we going to eat when we're in who knows what time?
I don't know.
I have to get
You're
some
gonna
food.
have to figure that out.
The janitor is still talking to you.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's rough.
Right? I have this magic knife. It makes any food. Just say I'm a food.
Burritos.
An ingredient, not like a made food.
You just said food.
I turned to the other janitor because I put a lot of corn on the ground.
It's just the one.
Then I just turn around and I just think he's a new person.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at him from the other side.
Like, how about an avocado?
Avocado!
Dum, dum, dum.
Oh no, it's bruised.
Well, that looks like an avocado.
Yeah, right? I can do that.
It's a nice knife you got there.
I know, it's a pretty nice knife.
I like
But I'm gonna-
avocados.
I know you like
I-
avocados.
I just
That's why I made that.
I'd make avocados and I'd have that for lunch.
Do you want that avocado?
I mean, a little.
Do you want one that didn't fall on the ground?
I mean, I would take a second one.
So even if I make you another one, you're still gonna grab that one?
Yeah, I mean, it's got the skin. It's fine. I'll just rinse that off. That's not the part you eat.
Avocado! I'm not aiming for his hand.
Well, that was a little rude.
I just gave you 2 avocados!
Well, that part I appreciate, but you
They're not
didn't
even
have
in
to drop them on the
season!
ground.
I think. I don't know what season it is.
No, it's not avocado season, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's not even in season. You got this nice ripe avocado.
And
You haven't helped me with my problem yet.
what's your problem?
Well, if I go through a time thing, will my knife work? It doesn't look like it will work.
It's a tough one.
What should I do?
I don't know, buy food before you leave. He picks
Isn't
up the
that kind of like a level 1 adventure type of thing to do?
he picks up the avocados and goes, oh, damn adventurers, always saying the weirdest stuff.
I wander away.
All right.
Stupid janitors always saying the most normal things. Anyway, I get a picture with the manticorn.
Okay.
Like they have one out, right? It's a gift
Oh yeah,
shop.
sure.
Yeah, I go over to the manticorn, which is it has the head of corn, and it has the tail of corn, and it has the wings of corn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's corn on corn with wings.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No one does it say who made it? Was it donated by someone?
Oh, it says designed by Charles Cornington.
Everything's corn. Everything is corn in this place. It's like some sort of corn-themed amusement park. How much time do I have left in the park? When does park start kicking people out?
Park closes in an hour. So you got to start making your. They're making announcements now that the park will be
I have
closing
enough
soon.
time to do the corn ride again. Is there any rides I haven't done yet?
There is the corn rocket ship.
Corn rocket ship?
Yeah, it's a thrill ride.
You know what would be really cool?
So
to
it's
do?
like a rocket ship, but it's just an ear of corn, and basically they shoot it off, and they use teleportation magic so that the rocket can keep traveling quite quickly, but it just goes through portals. And it never really gets anywhere. But you get a nice long ride without them having to worry about, like airspace.
You should hide out in the park and then hang out in the park after dark.
No, I've seen horror movies. Every mascot reverts to their original form, and I think they attack children who stay at the park. I think I heard a camp story about that.
Oh, well, you should
Also,
try that. You're an adventurer. And you're not a child.
I'm a squishy adventurer, and I will make a. No, I think I would just end up working at the park, and I don't want to do that.
You'd be entombed in one of the costumes.
Yes, and corned.
And corn.
No, we're gonna do the corn rocket.
Okay.
I do that. Is there a long line?
Oh yeah, it's a really popular ride. They got a lot of rockets though.
Just suggestion your way to the front.
Excuse me, I think you should let me get ahead of you.
It works for like the first 3.
Then I run out of spell slots.
Math suggestion.
And the line is long enough where the charmed effect wears off after a while.
So it's like 8 hours long.
That's 8 hours long, definitely.
Okay.
So, enchanting performance, I instill around them a deep emotion. Can that emotion be I have to pee?
That's not an emotion. Having to pee is not an emotion.
How about general anxiety? They left the oven on.
I don't think you can be that specific, but you can, general anxiety. Yeah, you can do that.
It's a theme park. They all already have general anxiety. I'll just look like a street performer for them.
Is the general anxiety song 9 just like, you probably left your oven on. Remember that embarrassing thing you said 10 years ago?
You once called your teacher mom.
In front of the entire class.
Did you remember to wear pants?
And Yuzen ever looks down. Like, why did I check? I've been out here all day.
This is the worst bard ever. I just feel awful.
It does say hunger, and they've been at this park, presumably it's close to dinner time.
Yeah.
So at the very least, if they don't leave, they're uncomfortable.
They're all stuffed with corn
They're
stuff.
also going, well, he's making them feel hungry.
Yeah.
But there's also probably food carts in the line.
Are there food carts? Yeah, but they're all corn. They're at a corn amusement park. They've been here all day. Every parent is going home, and they're like, we are never looking at an ear of corn the rest of your adult life. Because they brought their adult children here. Because
Yeah.
And the adult kids are like, why are we here? This stopped being fun when I was 5.
well, I don't talk to you anymore, do I? You're lucky I remembered this. I'm hearing this conversation.
So 9 sings a song that makes them hungry.
Yeah.
Just glazed donuts, baby back ribs.
These are a list of things that aren't corn.
Maybe it's a baked potato. Possibly some pasta with meatballs.
Security is gonna kick him out.
So Nines begins.
Just some guys in like corn hats, like big buff guys. walk
Is there
up.
like a lion handler that's happened a sign that says no songs about outside food? No discussion of outside food allowed.
No, there's not that. So Nines begins to serenade,
Yes.
and Ulseth. You begin working the armor. You are now quite full, not quite emotionally recovered, especially as you're opening yourself up once more. You begin to work. To see what kind of progress you make, I need you to roll a d20.
Well, that ends that, doesn't it?
And
Just a plain, just a straight roll.
I am looking up what I want you to do. Just one moment here.
Emotional support guidance from a distance.
I want you.
It doesn't work that way.
Over my shoulder.
You can roll a d4, but you just can't have it.
You can see how
I
it
want
could
you
have helped
to
you.
make an intelligence roll.
I just rolled.
So you add your.
Yes, I'm telling you what to.
Intelligence, 17.
Plus your proficiency.
And what is my proficiency? I think it's 4.
At this level.
Yeah,
it's
there
4.
it is. It's 21 total.
Okay. As you swing your hammer once more, you see some sparks fly as you strike the metal. As you swing over and over and heat, you start to realize there's something that's not quite right, but it's not wrong either. You realize that you know what you're doing,
What's that feel like?
but you've never done this before. You've never made armor. You've spent a little bit of time repairing some pieces, but you had no idea what you were really doing. Kind of winging it, hoping it works. No oversight. Working on some scrap metal. This feels like a different world. You don't know what about it has changed, but you feel it in your soul that something is different now. The longer you swing the hammer, the more familiar it feels. Indeed, the more familiar this armor feels. But something still... It pulls at you, nags at you. Something isn't quite right. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you know that something just isn't complete. It's not fulfilled. And you keep hammering away. What do you do now?
Gonna
So-
get more cinnamon rolls?
Yeah. Trying to Ulseth is feeling like something is near, but can't quite identify it. So I'm not quite sure what you're describing. So is this a feeling? Is this a thought? Is this something having to do with the motion of the hammering? Something physical that is just sort of off a little bit?
You feel... How best to describe this? You feel like someone is guiding you, instructing you. Like some old, long forgotten memory is resurfacing. It's, as the saying goes, like riding a bike. But it feels almost like the wheels are missing and you're just on the frame. Like it's not quite complete yet.
At this point, Ulseth is going to put on the armor. And,
I'm assuming after you...
well, after it's cooled off a little.
After it's been quenched and cooled.
Yeah, where I'm not going to put it on over my fire cloak. That wouldn't fit.
That'd just be silly.
You would have to take your cloak off and
Yeah.
put it on again.
Yeah, and it would be on the outside, not the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't work then. So I won't do that.
I mean, it would, just for the purpose of clarity, it protects you magically, but it does need to be on you.
Well, once the armor cools sufficiently so it doesn't burn, Ulseth will put the armor on and attempt to merge his thoughts with the thoughts within the armor. Feeling like there's something, just like there's something in the hammer, okay, that becomes united with Ulseth. Maybe there's something in the armor as well. Maybe that's what's missing, is not so much the use of the hammer, but the armor itself. And so that's what Ulseth is trying to do, is trying to get the armor to tell him what yet needs to be done for it to become whole. And this is a magical armor, so it fits, and so it's, it's Ralph's armor now.
Yeah.
But there's also an ancient history in the armor. I'm trying to communicate with that, or better, more accurately, have it communicate back to me.
You put the armor on. You're not quite sure what you're hoping to hear from it. You stand there, still, in the middle of the room, waiting for something to be felt or heard. Nothing comes. And a thought crosses your mind. Something about this doesn't feel quite right. You're not sure exactly why. But you think back to that old piece of armor that you've been hanging on to. your master's armor on Faran. It was always too small for you. But you still used it haphazardly, originally. And you carry it with you today. Something about it just feels like you need to involve it somehow. You're looking at it. It's draped across a chair in your room, as you never knew quite where to put it. And so it sits close by, familiar, near.
Well, ulseth, I use my detect magic on the Lanfiran armor.
Nothing magical.
I look to see if any of the pieces of that armor seem to fit in or... Okay, so what ulseth Ralph is remembering is that this is the armor of the forge. And the forge was the keeper of the Armor of Rimarden. In fact, Lanfiran gave me the password to reach it. So maybe there's something about the armor of the forge that would be a connection to the Armor of Rimarden because of the long history together, hundreds of years of conjunction. I put on the old armor.
On top of the current armor?
No, I take it off and put on the old armor. I exchange the armor and try to remember as much as I can about...
As you take off the old armor, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Taking off
The old armor. The armor of Rimarden.
Rimarden. Okay.
Yeah.
18.
Your reflexes are quick, but not quite quick enough. As you remove it, several leather straps that bind the front and back plates together snap. You felt the tension build as it caught on some unfortunate piece of your clothing. As straps and ties often are wont to do, it caught on something else. You're in the process of removing it. You went just slightly too quickly.
Can I tell what it caught on?
Just a tie on your clothing.
Well, the only thing to be done now is collapse in despair. But realizing that that isn't going to solve the problem of protecting my friends as we go into the Cave of Hysteria, I guess what I need to do is use the leathers. I need to repair the leather straps. So I go to the Armor of Lanfiran and take those off and attempt to replace the broken ones with those.
You manage the swap pretty quickly. It's not very complex. You see the straps of the Armor of Rimarden are actually fairly weakened. Their age has made the leather brittle.
Well, then I replace all of the ones that I can with the ones from Lanferan.
The armor feels sturdier than it did. As you look at it, you see the repair that you've made looks sturdy enough. And you notice there's one tiny etching that you can only assume must be part of its enchantment that was smudged in your work. Ulseth, being Ulseth, he thinks to himself, it can't be that hard to fix. I know where the line should go. It's just a small etching. He takes a file and carefully, very purposefully, redraws the last bit of etching on it. The last piece that you need to secure is a couple of rivets to make the new straps hold in place. You go to your drawer, you have some of these supplies. You grab the fasteners. Take your hammer and you gently pound them in, ensuring that this repair now holds, leaving the armor of Lanferan little more than several plates that sit disassembled with each other. You don the armor that you have now repaired, unsure of what to expect, knowing all the physical qualities seem to be intact. You even bothered to polish. As you tie the last strap tight against your chest and wiggle so slightly as to ensure that it fits and sits on you appropriately, you hear a voice in your head.
It's me, Nines.
I send the shoulder nines flying across the room.
Ouch.
Take your corn with you.
The voice whispers to you, and it says, "It looks like you finally figured out what was missing." And that's where we're going to end. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed our corn-nanigans.
That's really stretching it.
No, it is not a stretch. I just took corn
And
and
put
then beat that into shenanigans.
Was the voice also heard the same voice as Ilntaro or a different voice?
You'll find out next time.
And why do you keep talking to ghosts?
Not here.
I'm just. This is post game. I'm just asking you, the player.
Yeah, you'll find out next time. What,
I mean,
what
Nines
that
talks to
was.
ghosts all the time. Actually, no, it talks to corpses.
Yeah, that's true.
It's been
It's
a
not
while.
the same.
Did anyone die at this park?
Oh,
Well, you're about to go on the rocket ride.
maybe you'll have a chance.
I love saying stuff like that when you're about to take a drink.
I did take a drink. There was this water that was in my mouth. I almost spat it all over this whole side of the table. That would have been very funny for you being the farthest away from the
splash zone.
receiving. On that note, everyone, stay safe. Watch out for friends that make ill-timed jokes while you're drinking liquids.
Eat corn in moderation.
And remember, we love you.